It's sort of like the start of a case is a bit like a triage setup, isn't it? You settle down with the victim as much as you can, find out what their needs are, and then you go forward with emotional support or practical support or whatever's required.
I love meeting the people. You meet them in such terrible circumstances, and it's a real privilege that they allow you to come into their lives at such a vulnerable time for them, and to help them through, to guide them.
I find there's no normal day really, you know. Most incidents, if they're fairly serious, they don't finish with that one day on the roster. There'll be follow-up calls the next day. There might be follow-up calls 2 or 3 days later. The contact with that victim might last 2 or 3 phone calls, or it might last 25 visits. There's no rhyme or reason.
It's almost like a person learning how to ride a bike, and we are there to push them. And until we know that they've found their balance, we don't let them go, but we let them go when we know that they can actually move forward, and that's when we just let them go. And we know that now they don't need us, and that's it.
You never ever feel alone, or you're in this by yourself. The service coordinators are there for each and every one of us. The rewards for you personally are just, you know, I just find it's really great. It's stabilised me and humbled me.
I think if I was ever starting out again and heard this, I think, wow, you know, I don't know whether I could deal with people who husband or partner or friend has died or been killed or had an accident or completed suicide. You will be trained to deal with it.
To be honest, I was really scared to be a volunteer, victim support volunteer, because I always felt you somehow require high emotional intelligence, or you have to have so much time to devote to people affected by crime, and I was always worried about what I'm going to say to them. And I felt that the initial training that we had, it kind of helped in removing all the doubts and fears that I had.
Yeah, I think we're really well trained. Although that's not to say, I think we all feel the same thing when you do get a call out to a crisis, and you just need to take a minute or two to prepare in your head, because you don't know what you're going to go into when you walk into an incident sometimes, and you just got to be aware of everything, you know, recall everything, all your safety rules and all that sort of stuff.
I also feel that it has absolutely helped me in not judging people too quickly. Even at work, if someone's getting too angry, I felt through victim support, now I feel, okay, the person is reacting this way, maybe they've been through something and that's why they're reacting this way. So I feel there's been a personal development as well for me.
The other thing I like about it, it is the victim that really decides they don't need us anymore. And when it gets to that point, you know, you've done the job as best you can, and they've started to move on, which is the whole point of the exercise, really.
If you're at a time of your life where you want to give back and you can give back to the community, this is a perfect thing to do, you know. And if you're really into wanting to make a difference in people's lives, then this is it. Without our support, victim support wouldn't be.